Hello again, my name is Michelle and welcome back to Cloveriness. Today's video is going to be all kinds of embarrassing because I'm on a book buying ban. I've told everyone who will listen that I'm on a book buying ban, and yet today I'm going to show you all the books that I acquired lately, even though I'm on a book buying ban. I've been incredibly lucky to be invited to many different publishing house events recently, and they've just given me loads of books. I've got books sent for review, and some lovely bloggers also gave me some books. So let's get started. First off, I went to the Random House Blogger Brunch. I love Random House events. They are always so super lovely there, and they always have homemade cake, and they really pull out all the stops for us. And it was wonderful to hear about the books coming out from them this year. It was lovely to see the different trailers of the books that they've published being made into films, and it was great to meet Matt Haig and hear about him talk about his latest books. And they did obviously give us loads of books. The first one I'm really excited about. It's called Bird by Crystal Chan, and it's about a boy who was born on the same day that his brother jumps off a cliff, and it just sounds really heartbreaking and sweet, and honestly this will not be unread for very long, I promise. Next up is a book that I've already read and reviewed and really enjoyed, and that is The Name on Your Wrist by Helen Hjorns. I read this last year and really enjoyed it, about a world in which everyone's soulmate is written on your wrist, and you're supposed to go out and try to find your soulmate. And obviously it has some thought-provoking themes in the story that I really enjoyed. It's kind of a bleak sort of book, but also really interesting. Next up we have the new book by Matt Haig, Echo Boy. This is his first book for young adults. He's written for adults and for children, and this one is has a dual perspective between a human girl and an echo boy, which is sort of like an android or whatever, and apparently it's meant to be a book about what it means to be human, and it looks really good. I'm really excited to read this one. Now the next book is Running Girl by Simon Mason. This one just sounds really good. I'm really happy to have received a copy of this book because I'd really wanted to read it, and I think it's quite a cool little cover. On the same day that I went to Random House, I also went to the Faber blogger event, and I was able to meet some really cool authors, Natasha Ferrant and Jeff Norton, and it was so much fun. I really loved it, and I'm so excited to be in possession of the second book in the Bluebell Gatsby series, Flora in Love, and yay! I absolutely loved After Iris. I love this Gatsby family. I cannot wait to find out more about what's happening. I did hear an extract from the book, and it sounds really good. We were able to see a little clip of this next author talking about her book, and then it went into like a trailer, and it was so creepy fantastic, and that's Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by April Genevieve Tukolk. Not really sure how to say her name, but wow, does this one look super exciting. We also got these really cute bags that look like that, of some of the picture books that are coming out from Faber this year. Last night I was very kindly invited to the Books with Bite event over at Hachette, and I came away with so many books. Oh my god, I just could not resist everything on their table. So I picked up the second book in the Poppy Sinclair series, Dead Silent by Sharon Jones. I absolutely adored the previous book, so I can't wait to get started on this one. I also picked up Riot by Sarah Moosey, which I'm quite intrigued about, especially with this cover. I'm currently reading Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson, but I had to pick up this new book from her, The Moment Collector, which is being compared to The Lovely Bones, and it's like a ghost story, and look at this amazing butterfly on the cover. I also picked up Between the Lives by Jessica Shervington, which from the back cover sounds as though she's, you know, this one girl lives two different lives, and then she starts messing about with one of them in order to find the, lead the life that she really wants to lead. So interesting. Now, while I was mingling at the Books with Bite party last night, I was approached by the author of this book, Quantum Drop, and she seems really like a really cool lady. So she signed this book for me, which was very nice of her. Sounds like a really interesting story. The back cover mentions gang hits and a virtual world, so it sounds pretty exciting. I also picked up the third book in this series by Terry Terry, Shattered. Terry Terry was there also last night and also signed my copy of the book, so hurrah! This book was talked about very well last night as well. It's actually Tease by Amanda Maciel, a book about bullying, and apparently you're not really sure about the main character if she is actually the bully herself or a victim of bullying. Who knows? It sounds really good. I'm really excited to read this one. And finally, a book that I'm really excited about is Rock War by Robert Muchamore, which they really talked up during the event itself. And then I was able to meet Robert and he signed his book for me as well. One of the things that I love so much about going to these bookish events is not only hearing about cool books coming out in the near future and meeting the lovely editors and publicists and everyone else involved in bringing us these books, but there's also authors there to sign books and chat with. But my favorite thing is always meeting up with other book bloggers and booktubers, because we don't see enough of each other, I don't think, and it's always nice to share books as well. And the next three books I did pick up from other book bloggers. Debbie from Snuggling on the Sofa very kindly gave me this copy, Love is a Number by Lee Monroe, because she had an extra one. It sounds like an interesting concept, and I can't wait to get to it. So thank you, Debbie. Another wonderful blogger, Jim, gave me this copy of Just Listen by Sarah Dessen. Sarah Dessen is one of my favorite authors, but unfortunately I went through a period of time where I was just giving away loads and loads of books, and actually my local library do not stock this book, so I really wanted a copy for myself for a reread in the near future. So thank you, Jim. Recently I won a giveaway over on Daphne's blog, Winged Reviews, and the prize was this copy of The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, which is signed, so yay! Thank you, Daphne. And just quickly, over on the Bookish Brits channel, we recently won a giveaway over on at Today in Jen's library, and she very kindly sent me this book, The Impossible Knife of Memory by Laurie Halse Anderson. I cannot say that I know very much about this book, but it is Laurie Halse Anderson, and I just adore her. So thank you so much, Jen, for your generosity. Week I did get 3 books from Bloomsbury. The first is Earthfall by Mark Walden, which I know is the author of the Hive series. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love taglines on books, and this one is particularly great. The battle starts here. I love it. I do, I love it. So interesting. I also got sent Unnatural Creatures by Neil Gaiman, which is a short story collection based around beasts from myth, fable, and imagination. So that sounds really good as well. And I got this book, Urban Outlaws by Peter J. Black. On the back it does say The Bourne Identity meets Robin Hood, and that sounds incredibly exciting. And from Adam, I'm very excited to get a copy of Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. Thank you. This last book is super exciting. I've already read it. I had it as an ebook from NetGalley last year, Far From You by Tess Sharp, which is being published by Orion at the end of March, and I swear to you, just run out as soon as you can and get yourselves a copy of this book because it is amazing. I absolutely love it to bits. Those are all the books that I've received lately and been given and gifted, and honestly, why do I have a book buying ban at all when these are the amounts of books coming into my house? But if you've read any of them, let me know which ones I should start with. If you have a good day, guys. See you soon. Bye.